Today, we're diving into the legendary story of Billy Dixon, a man whose remarkable sharpshooting skills turned the tide of a deadly confrontation in the Wild West. Number 1. The setting: Adobe Walls. In the summer of 1874, Adobe Walls, a small trading post located in the Texas Panhandle, became the site of a pivotal and intense conflict. This remote outpost, consisting of just a few buildings, was primarily a hub for buffalo hunters who roamed the vast plains in search of game. Among these hunters was Billy Dixon, a man whose sharpshooting skills would soon become legendary. The tranquility of Adobe Walls was shattered when more than 700 Comanche, Kiowa, and Cheyenne warriors launched a coordinated attack. These Native American tribes were infuriated by the hunters' encroachment on their traditional hunting grounds and the widespread slaughter of buffalo, a crucial resource for their survival. The attack was part of a broader resistance against the increasing presence of white settlers and hunters in the region. The defenders of Adobe Walls, numbering only 29, including Dixon, were vastly outnumbered. However, they were well armed with advanced rifles, which gave them a significant advantage in firepower. The hunters quickly fortified their positions, using the trading post's buildings for cover and creating makeshift barricades. The initial assault by the warriors was fierce and relentless. The attackers aimed to overrun the post and eliminate the intruders. Despite their numerical superiority, the warriors faced a deadly hail of bullets from the hunters' long-range rifles. The defenders' ability to accurately target their assailants from a distance proved crucial in withstanding the onslaught. During the siege, the defenders suffered several casualties, but their resolve remained unbroken. The battle raged on for 3 days, with both sides sustaining significant losses. The attackers utilized various tactics, including setting fires and attempting to breach the walls, but the hunters' disciplined defense held firm. One of the most dramatic moments of the siege occurred on the 3rd day. A group of warriors rode out to a distant bluff to survey the situation, believing they were out of rifle range. Encouraged by his comrades, Billy Dixon took aim with a borrowed Sharps rifle and fired a shot that would become legendary. The bullet traveled nearly a mile and struck one of the warriors, killing him instantly. This extraordinary feat of marksmanship had a demoralizing effect on the attackers, leading them to reconsider their assault. Number 2. The siege. For 3 grueling days, the small settlement of Adobe Walls withstood an intense siege by a force of over 700 Comanche, Kiowa, and Cheyenne warriors. The defenders, comprising 29 buffalo hunters and traders, were vastly outnumbered but fiercely determined. These men, equipped with powerful Sharps rifles, leveraged their superior firepower and strategic positioning to hold off the relentless assault. The warriors attacked with a variety of tactics, including direct charges, attempts to set the buildings on fire, and probing the defenses for weaknesses. Each wave of attack was met with disciplined and deadly accurate rifle fire from the defenders. The hunters' skill with their long-range rifles allowed them to inflict significant casualties on the attackers, who were accustomed to close-quarters combat and less effective at such distances. Despite their numerical advantage, the attackers struggled to breach the defenders' fortifications. The hunters had barricaded themselves in the sturdy structures of the trading post, turning every window and door into a fortified firing position. The defensive setup at Adobe Walls provided the hunters with both protection and the ability to pick off attackers from a distance. The psychological impact of the siege on both sides was profound. The defenders were under constant threat, facing an enemy that vastly outnumbered them. However, their steady resolve and sharpshooting skills kept the attackers at bay. On the other hand, the Native American warriors, despite their bravery and numbers, found themselves continually repelled and suffering losses from the seemingly invincible defenders. The turning point came when Billy Dixon, encouraged by his fellow hunters, took a shot at a group of warriors on a distant bluff. Using a borrowed Sharps rifle, Dixon aimed at one of the warriors nearly a mile away and fired. The bullet struck its target, demoralizing the attackers and showcasing the exceptional marksmanship of the defenders. This long-range shot had a significant psychological effect, contributing to the eventual retreat of the besieging warriors. Number 3. The legendary shot. On the 3rd morning of the siege at Adobe Walls, 15 Native American warriors positioned themselves on a bluff nearly a mile away to survey the scene below. Among the defenders, Billy Dixon, a noted marksman, was urged by his fellow hunters to take a shot at the distant group. Borrowing a .50 90 Sharps rifle, known for its range and power, Dixon aimed at one of the warriors and fired. The bullet traveled approximately 1,538 yards and struck a warrior, knocking him off his horse. Dixon later referred to this as a scratch shot, acknowledging the remarkable luck involved. Nonetheless, the impact was immediate and profound. The psychological effect of seeing a comrade felled from such an incredible distance was devastating to the attacking warriors. This extraordinary demonstration of marksmanship demoralized the Native American forces, leading them to abandon the siege. This shot not only ended the immediate threat to Adobe Walls, but also cemented Dixon's place in Wild West legend. It showcased the effectiveness of the Sharps rifle, a firearm that became iconic for its long-range accuracy. The Sharps rifle, favored by buffalo hunters, had already established a reputation, but Dixon's shot elevated its status further. The conditions under which Dixon made the shot were also notable. He had to compensate for wind, elevation, and the sheer distance, demonstrating his skill and deep understanding of the weapon. The bluff where the warriors stood offered them a vantage point, yet it also exposed them to Dixon's deadly precision. The aftermath of the shot saw a dramatic shift in the morale of both sides. For the defenders, it was a moment of triumph, showcasing their resilience and capabilities. For the attackers, it was a clear signal that their efforts were futile against such well-armed and skilled opponents. This event marked the end of one of the most intense sieges in frontier history, highlighting the unique challenges and confrontations of the American West. Dixon's shot has been analyzed and celebrated in numerous accounts, underscoring its significance in military and frontier history. It is often cited as one of the greatest feats of marksmanship, a blend of skill, weaponry, and circumstance that transformed a desperate defense into a legendary victory. This single shot did more than just end a battle. It became a defining moment in the lore of the Old West. Number 4. The aftermath. Billy Dixon's remarkable shot at Adobe Walls swiftly became legendary, capturing the imagination of many and cementing his status as a key figure in Wild West history. The aftermath of this battle saw Dixon's name etched into the annals of frontier lore, symbolizing the indomitable spirit and exceptional skills of the men who tamed the West. This extraordinary event had far-reaching implications. Dixon's long-range shot not only ended the immediate threat to Adobe Walls, but also served as a powerful deterrent against future attacks. The Native American tribes, who had witnessed the unprecedented marksmanship, were left in awe of the hunter's capabilities, leading to a temporary cessation of hostilities in the region. Dixon's prowess with the rifle was widely recognized and celebrated. His shot was analyzed and discussed in military circles, contributing to the understanding and appreciation of long-range shooting techniques. This event highlighted the significance of precision shooting in warfare, influencing both contemporary and future military strategies. One of the most notable outcomes of Dixon's feat was his recognition by the United States government. Dixon was awarded the Medal of Honor, one of only 8 civilians to receive this prestigious decoration. This award underscored the extraordinary nature of his achievement and acknowledged the critical role played by civilian frontiersmen in the security and expansion of the American frontier. In the years following the battle, Dixon's story was recounted in numerous books, articles, and oral histories. His legendary shot became a symbol of the bravery and ingenuity that defined the American West. It also highlighted the technological advancements of the era, showcasing the power and accuracy of the Sharps rifle, a weapon that would become synonymous with frontier defense. The aftermath of Dixon's shot saw a shift in the dynamics between settlers and Native American tribes. While it temporarily halted large-scale attacks, it also intensified efforts to secure and protect settlements in the region. The Battle of Adobe Walls and Dixon's role in it became a rallying point for those advocating for more robust defense measures along the frontier.